Welcome to Think Big with Dan and Qasim. Join hosts Dan Melnick and Qasim Masood as they explore big ideas, limitless possibilities, and engage with visionaries, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders who dare to dream big, get inspired, motivated, and find practical tips for personal growth. Think big, dream bigger, and ignite your potential.
Welcome to Think Big with Dan and Qasim. If you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, tell us where you live and what you do for a living.
Thank you for having me today. My name is Edriss Naseri. I'm the founder and the CEO of Orzala Beauty. It's a skincare. We are using saffron as a main source, where I bring it from the Middle East and it's a made in the US product. And we launched it last year.
Awesome. So how did you get the idea to actually start this business?
So I moved to US around 8 years ago, and my family have lands, and I'm originally from Afghanistan. So we have saffron lands where my grandpa producing, and I always wanted to find a bridge between that I can bring something from Afghanistan and use it in the US. Saffron came across because of the family, and then I looked around the US. Not many people know about it. They know what matcha and turmeric is because of the benefits, but no one's doing anything in saffron. I'm like, that's weird, because saffron is one of the most precious and most expensive and most beneficial products that exist in the spice. So I was like, I need to start something. And then that's where we came across to start skincare, because it's very high antioxidant. There's people looking every day for the new natural and healthy product for skin. You're like, saffron has one of the most highest antioxidant out there, and no one is touching it because of how expensive it is. So after investigating and doing a lot of research, it's all available online, a lot of research paper, we studied it, and we decided to start a skincare brand. And it took us 2.5 years to launch it. And it was a roller coaster, because it was not easy to find the right lab, the right formula. And we worked with like 3 labs to come up just to find the right lab and right formula. So we launched it last year, and here we are right now trying to make it, introduce it to people. We are locally in a couple of spas and skincare places in Orange County now.
For sure. So I guess let's just dive deeper and talk about these benefits, because I think many of our listeners are obviously here in the US and are just not really aware of that. So let's just dive deeper. Who's an ideal customer and who gets the most value from your products?
Definitely, we are trying to keep it clean. It's organic, natural. We more focus on the benefits of saffron. So saffron is very high antioxidant. For example, just to give you an example of the antioxidant level, turmeric and matcha have between 8,000 to 12,000 ARC level. ARC, that's ARC level, how you calculate the antioxidant level of a product. Whereas saffron have 32,000 ARC. So it's like 5-6 times more than any other product out there. It's just not that. It have anti-inflammatory properties for healing. So it's really even have 0.3% UV protection from the sun. It's like naturally. It's also have anti-aging. It's because of antioxidant levels. That one of the facts that we use for marketing is actually Cleopatra 3,000 years ago was using saffron to take baths. So she was adding saffron to the milk and taking a bath. So they knew it back then. Even today, people know, but it's just a matter of the cost. That's why a lot of companies not doing it. And that's where I have the advantage of getting from family source. So I'm cutting a lot of price because it's my family who the land. So there's no middleman. I'm making more affordable product. We are selling it at way lower cost than a lot of brands out there. And every time we tell people about the benefits, they're like, oh, is it not just for cooking? I'm like, no, I have all these benefits. And we're not trying to convince them to listen to it. We're like, just Google it. This says saffron skincare benefits, and you will have all research paper for 400 years now that research paper exists that they start researching. And there's a lot of research paper out there that how it helps with the skincare, how antioxidant and anti-aging, anti-inflammatory properties. Even for pigmentation is one of the really good hyperpigmentation. It helps with the pigmentation in the skin. So, and people that's been using, they are giving us amazing feedback. They're like, wow, we have my fiance is an artist in Laguna. We had this event, and one of the ladies, I was like, you have beautiful skin, and I'd like to give you a product to test it to see how you like it. She's like, sure. She's very a popular artist. She's amazing. She's like, I only use very high-end products. I'm like, sure. She liked our packaging. She's like, I'm going to give it a try. And she had some skin removed for cancer cells that some people have to remove from their skin, so they leave some black dots. She came and was surprised, like, I was using everything and never saw a result. I used your cream and all those black dots disappeared. She was very surprised and got like 3 more products from us till today. So getting those feedbacks is always amazing and pushes me forward to move, push it more, work harder, like get it out there. But it's definitely challenging too. Like it's very challenging to educate, like put out a new product in front of the people.
For sure. But I guess like what is your focus now? Like you mentioned that you're in a couple spas in Orange County. So you focus more on the service side, you could say, or you focus more on direct to consumer, Amazon, being in more retailers. Like what is your main focus for the product in 2024?
In 24, we are in one of the stores as a like we do a lot of research how that store works is in Laguna, which when you're introducing a new product in the market, it requires a lot of education. So we want to be in a place that people educate their customer to it, like this is a new product, what it does and how they have been experiencing. Just putting it online, people a lot of time are hesitant to spend money, especially if it's a little more luxury product. They would like to know someone that is using it. So I'm more focused to get into stores and retail that educate their customer or spas. We're definitely looking into spas. For example, Montage is one of the best hotels. They loved our product. But the problem with them, we couldn't get in because they needed 3 products. At the moment, we have 1 SKU only. So we were looking to raise money to have more SKUs in the line as well. So definitely more on the retail, we are more focused at the moment to get that feeling people can use it and test it, have the smell, have the texture, and educated by the retail store as well. So that's where we are focusing this year more actually.
For sure. But like when you say retail, right, do you mean more so like local retailers
Yes.
in California, Orange County, not really expanding in the national scene just yet?
Yes, and right now we only focus in California, just slowly. We want to have long-lasting brand to make sure that people liking it, to slowly educate people and grow within a good, solid proof.
For sure. So what would you say is like the biggest challenge you're facing now in the business?
Getting people to try your product, because especially in the skincare, there's a lot of brands out there and that everyone's trying. There's everyday new product. But one thing is to make them agree to even try your product. It's always challenging to reach out to them because they already have certain products they're using. Like trying new products always instant. People always have like, okay, now another brand, like, but so when we try to approach when it comes like we are using saffron and then people know saffron, like especially as a spice for food and they know it's expensive. That's like, okay, I want to know more. So when we introduce the saffron, we give them a really good product, like here, try it, see if you like it. That's when we win them kind of by giving a real product to them and get them to try it just to give us a feedback. And also we also tell them about how we supporting the woman in Afghanistan, because all the cultivation and work process is done by women in Afghanistan. Is one of the few jobs available that they get financially and empowerment support. So that kind of helps us that they get to try our product and want to help us as well and overall. So that's usually what we use to get into those stores.
For sure. So it's more so like convincing people that their current skin routine, the products that they're using are not as high quality as your products, saying, hey, listen, like this is like a better option. Try this instead. But as you said, people are creatures of habit. So they've been using a certain product for many years, hard to get them to switch over.
Absolutely. And also like one thing we have realized also, people looking more luxury natural products that have no chemicals. And that's where we come in. It's a luxury and it's also expensive because we're using saffron, but not super expensive. Like a lot of brands is like 500, $600, but we are selling for 89, 50, for example, our products online, where it's not super expensive, but it's not cheap also, where we are more focused on saffron benefits that's infused and people get to know what saffron is. It's not like, oh, we are using this chemical, that's why it helps, and people don't even know what chemical is. With saffron, it's easy to educate people, like we are infusing saffron does these benefits. They can Google it and they're like, oh, I would like to try it because it's saffron, and everyone likes it. I haven't saw anyone say I don't like saffron. So it gives them, and it's a new product. There's only a few brands out there that have, very few brands have saffron, but they're super expensive, almost like 4 or 5 times our prices. And we also is made in the US, so that gives them more trust as well, especially we are locally. So that gives them, okay, it's made in the US, it's a new product and have benefits, and also what we support, what our background is. So that kind of help us to put it out there.
Right. So like you mentioned earlier that so far you only have 1 SKU, right? So in terms of getting more SKUs, like what type of products are you thinking about adding, or what do you have in the pipeline in the future?
We are looking to have a serum and under eye cream. So those are like something goes with a moisturizer perfectly with the research that we did. And that's the goal, to have 2 more products in the future.
Awesome. So obviously now in 2024, many companies use high-level technology like AI. So do you currently use AI in the business? And if not, where could AI maybe come in and add value?
Definitely, we are using for our ads online. We're using some of the AI tools, especially that's available with the Shopify. So our backend is in the Shopify. So I'm using those to kind of connect to how to approach our customers, the ideal ones we can provide the detailed, those our buyers basically, as well as on the website, how to have a better conversion or like in general, wherever we see fit, or even like with the writing blogs, we're writing using AI with the AC optimization and all that.
Are you running ads to get people to come to the local stores, or is it more like, are you running ads to sell your products online or information? Like, what is the objective that you're trying to achieve with your ads?
Mostly to come to our website and also to get educated about the saffron benefits. All our UGC videos are more like the benefits of saffron for skincare. And if they're interested to come to our website to learn more and if to convert that into a purchase.
So more so kind of like a drip campaign to inform people about like the benefits and getting them like on board and then eventually hoping to get them to actually come and purchase.
Exactly.
Awesome. So in terms of AI, have you thought about use cases like customer service, explaining your product, like chatbots, things like that?
We have chatbot. We already have a chatbot and our website is available to kind of provide some automated responses to them. And as we grow, we are adding more features, but at the moment, like we don't have that much of a traffic because we are slowly growing and we are locally right now. As we grow, we're definitely going to add more.
For sure. So what would you say is like the one biggest piece of advice that you wish you knew before you started this business?
I would say definitely meet more people. It's all about connection, I would say. It's the more people, the more you're connected, the more it's easier. Try to meet the people in the industry and have the connection. Everyone know each other and be vulnerable. Ask for help. Don't be shy. Don't be giddy. No matter even you are a genius, but if you're not there to seek help, you're not going to go anywhere.
Where have you met the best people and made the best connections?
And local events, for example, there's a group CPG, for example, part of it. A lot of people, they have local events, some of in LA. So I just go meet people, learn from them. They have connections. And if they like you, if what you need, they introduce you to other people. You never know who you're going to meet and you never know who's going to open the biggest door in your life.
Exactly, 100%. So if we're going to have this conversation again in 1 year from now, where do you see things going for your business?
I definitely want to be in all over California. Next year, I definitely want to be in most of the California. That's my goal.
Awesome. So if somebody watching this wanted to reach out to you, do you mind sharing your website or social media? I guess best ways to get in contact.
Yeah, absolutely. They can reach out to us via website. They have all our contacts and details for Instagram as well as Orzala Beauty. It's Orzala beauty.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much. And thank you for this opportunity. And I hope you have a great day.
Thanks, you too. All right, bye.
Bye.